All right, welcome back to evaluating functions. All right, so now we're going to pick up on number 7 on the note page. All right, all that has changed is that the problem is now in function notation. All right, now I'm doing the exact same thing, you guys. Instead of f of x, it's y equals. Instead of y equals, I now have f of x. And then I'm going to take 1, and that's what I'm going to be evaluating for. So I want to plug 1 into this equation. But again, we're going to continue to use Desmos to help us with this. Okay, so let me switch over to Desmos. Okay, I don't have to type f of x. I can type y equals, and I'm going to type negative 4x, and then minus 2. All right, and then I'm going to convert to a table. And I want to know what happens when x equals 1. So my answer is negative 6. So f of 1 equals negative 6. All right, let me show you how I typed that, or how I wrote that down on my paper. So instead of writing y equals, I wrote f of 1 equals negative 6. Okay, so I go back to Desmos, x out. All right, moving on to the next one. So instead of g of x, same thing, I'm going to type y equals negative 5x plus 2, and I want to know what happens at 4. So 4 is not in my table already, so I'm going to add 4. So my answer is negative 18. So g of 4 equals negative 18. All right. I'm going to type in my next one. So y equals, this is negative x. I'm going to bring up the keyboard to get squared, and then plus 3. All right, and I want to know what happens at negative 2. All right, so my answer is negative 1. So f of negative 2 equals negative 1. All right, I'm going to empty that out. Y equals, I'm moving on to number 10. So you can see how fast I'm able to do these problems when I've got Desmos. Minus x minus 3. All right, I've got my parabola. If I zoom in on it, just take a look here. I've got a nice parabola. All right, flip it over. And again, I want to know what happens when negative 2, and it's in my table. So f of negative 2 equals negative 17. All right, this will be a nice one. Number 11. So y equals, okay, 3 exponent, okay, and it's not squared. So I want to use the other button. I want to use this a to the b button, okay, and I want to type in 5 minus x. Now look, that x left the exponent. So I'm going to do parentheses, 5 minus x, close the parentheses. Okay, and I'm going to move my graph here. So I have this nice exponential function. I'm going to convert it to a table. I want to know what happens when x is 5. So I'm going to press 5, and I get 1. So f of 5 equals 1. All right, so this is all about whether or not you can type something into Desmos, okay? Totally how to cheat. All right, so y equals, okay, divide sign. And on the top is going to be 3x. On the bottom, it's going to be negative x squared, and then minus 9. All right, so I got this cool looking function here. That's awesome. Okay, I want to know what happens when x is negative 6. So negative 6. All right, and I get 0.4. Nothing wrong with that. So f of negative 6 equals 0.4. All right, and hopefully I've got enough time here. I do. Okay. You can see how I wrote out all my answers. Okay, so good luck on your Delta Math assignment, and I will see you next week.